Anthony Edwards and Kevin Durant are now the lowest possible overall in the game of 2K. We're gonna see who gets to 99 overall first. Every time Anthony Edwards and Kevin Durant's teams play each other, whoever wins gets to pick from this board of upgrades. This board has upgrades to badges, attributes, and even tendencies. If Anthony Edwards and KD match up against each other in the playoffs, the winner of that playoff series gets 2 picks from the upgrade board. The 2 goals of this video are to hit 99 overall and to win a championship as the finals MVP. We're gonna be starting from the first round of the playoffs and resetting the series between the Suns and Timberwolves, so both teams have an equal chance to make it out of the first round. And in the first game, the Timberwolves are going to dominate the Suns, giving Anthony Edwards his first upgrade. We're going to start with number 5 because that's the number Anthony Edwards wears, and we're getting +1 to all of his finishing badges. And the number 5 is just how many of this upgrade are on the board. And after giving Anthony Edwards every finishing badge bronze, he stays at a 40 overall. Game number 2 goes the exact same way, so we're going to go with number 1 on the board and get +10 to Anthony Edwards' defensive and rebounding attributes. And after all these upgrades, he's still a 40 overall. Game number 3, and Kevin Durant's finally gonna get his first upgrade. We're gonna go with number 35 on the board for his number and get +1 to all his finishing badges, just like Anthony Edwards. And he also stays at a 40 overall. Kevin Durant and the Suns win game number 4. It feels like every game has been a blowout so far. We're gonna go with number 100 on the board and get 2 random ratings to 99. This could be huge. There are 36 attributes here. Let's see which one Kevin Durant is gonna get upgraded. And we're gonna be upgrading the 22nd attribute, which is his steal. So we're gonna be putting his steal to 99, and that somehow keeps his overall at a 40, but he does get 2 upgrades. And for his second one, it's going to be number 32. So he's going to be getting his strength to 99. And that moves him to a 41 overall, so he takes an early lead over Anthony Edwards. The Suns put up 159 points and win game 5 to give Kevin Durant another upgrade. Let's go with 59 on the board, and Kevin Durant's going to get +10 to all his shooting attributes. And that moves KD all the way up to a 44 overall. Anthony Edwards needs some catching up to do. And after starting the series up 2-0, the Suns win 4 games in a row, and this is not looking good for Anthony Edwards. For Kevin Durant's upgrade for winning game 6, we're going to go with number 6 on the board and get another 2 random ratings to 99. He's getting so lucky. So now we're going to be upgrading number 25, which is his defensive rebound, and that moves him from a 44 to a 47. And for his second upgrade, we're going to be upgrading attribute number 33, and that's going to put his vertical to 99, which puts him up to 48 overall, but he gets 2 additional upgrades now for winning the series. So now let's go with number 40 on the board. He's going to get +20 to all his physicals. And there are only 2 of these on the board, which means it is one of the better upgrades. But we already upgraded his vertical and strength to 99, so he doesn't get the full boost from this. But his stamina, speed, and acceleration are all going up by 20. And that brings him to a 50 overall, which is crazy because Anthony Edwards is still a 40. And then for his second attribute for winning the series, we're going to go with number 10. And he gets +1 to all his finishing badges again. And that's going to move him from a 50 to a 51 overall. Onto player progression. Let's see if any of the potential upgrades kicked in. And Anthony Edwards is finally not a 40 overall. He is a 41. And Kevin Durant jumps up from a 51 to a 55 from his potential. So he has a 14-point lead on Anthony Edwards right now. The Timberwolves just signed Miles Bridges, and now they're trading him for Jose Alvarado. And now they're trading Cat for Ben Simmons a day before their first game against the Suns. They're both the bottom 2 teams in the conference though, so it's anybody's game. And with 2.5 minutes to go, we have a tie game, so we're gonna hop in. Ben Simmons has the ball on Bradley Beal. He's gonna start to drive, and with 2 seconds to go, he's gonna pass to Luka Garza, who knocks down the 3. That was a huge shot for the Timberwolves with how much Anthony Edwards is behind, but Booker's gonna pull the 3, and he's gonna miss it. Markelle Fultz is gonna use the screen from Rudy Gobert, drive on Bradley Beal, and get a turnover. Bradley Beal's coming up the court. He's gonna pull a mid-range over Markelle Fultz and knock it down. Markelle better not sell again. He's gonna take a post fadeaway? What was that? Oh my gosh, Markelle just made up for it for the steal. And Jaden McDaniels is gonna pull the 3, and it's not gonna fall. Why is he open? They just let Nas Little get the most open cut, and now the Timberwolves are down. Ben Simmons is gonna use the screen. He's gonna spin on Bradley Beal, and he's gonna take a fadeaway. This man had an open layup, and he takes the fadeaway. Bradley Beal's got Ben Simmons on him. He's gonna drive, give it to David Roddy. Oh my gosh, Jaden McDaniels with the block, and the Timberwolves have a chance now. Jose Alvarado with the ball. He's gonna give it down low to Naz Reid. He's gonna get double teamed. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna make the right pass? Oh my gosh, it's a jump ball. Never mind, it's Timberwolves ball. Jaden McDaniels gives it in to Gobert. They're just passing it back and forth. They need to get a good shot. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is gonna give it to Gobert over Nurkic, and he knocks it down with 0.9 seconds to go. Let's see if the Suns can pull this off. Booker's gonna pull the 3 over Alvarado. Oh my gosh. Anthony Edwards is not going to be getting an upgrade. because Devin Booker just hit a 3 with 0.9 seconds. Booker dropped 40 on them. That is such a sad way to go out. I thought the Timberwolves had the W. For Kevin Durant's upgrade, we're going to go with number 7, and he gets plus 10 to his defensive consistency. And that's going to keep him at a 55 overall. Game number 2 of the season between these two teams was close, but Kevin Durant's going to get another upgrade. We're going to go with number 30 on the board, and he gets plus 20 to all his physicals again. And that's going to bump him up 1 from a 55 to a 56 overall. And the Suns are going to trade Nurkic for Trey Mann. That makes their big man depth so much worse, so hopefully that means the Timberwolves can win some games against the Suns. And now the Suns are going to trade Gordon Hayward and Saben Lee for Terrence Mann. And in their last matchup of the season, the Suns are going to get another win. That really just swept the season series, so with Kevin Durant's next upgrade, we're going to go with number 50, and he gets plus 10 to all his physicals. And that puts him at a 57 overall. And Anthony Edwards is now down 57 to 42, but there are still some crazy upgrades on the board, so he's still in this. And we're not going to be getting any playoff matchups between the two teams because the Suns were the 12th seed and the Timberwolves were the 15th seed. On to season number 3, Anthony Edwards is up to a 44 overall, and Kevin Durant's up to a 60 overall. Matchup number 1 between these two teams, the Timberwolves just picked up Fred VanVleet in free agency, so hopefully they can finally win a game. And they get blown out again. So now Kevin Durant's gonna get upgrade number 33 on the board, which is plus 10 his defensive and rebounding attributes. And that bumps him up 2 overall to a 62. And now the Suns are trading Grayson Allen for Bogdanovich. It looks like they keep getting worse on paper, but it feels like they're beating the Timberwolves every game. I don't get it. Are the Timberwolves just that bad? They started to come back at the very end, but it was too late. So now Kevin Durant's getting what, like his 10th upgrade in a row? We're gonna go with number 44 on the board, and it feels like he's getting the same upgrade every time. And that's gonna bump KD up another 2 overall. So now Anthony Edwards is a 44 and KD's a 64, so he has a 20-point lead. Anthony Edwards has to get really lucky on this board when the Timberwolves eventually start winning. Here we go, matchup number 3 out of 4 on the season between these two teams, and we have a tie game with 2 minutes left. Let's hope the Timberwolves don't sell this one again. Fred VanVleet's gonna try to get in the paint, take a step back, and give the Timberwolves a 2-point lead. Bradley Beal's gonna use the screen, pull a wide open mid-range, and knock it down to tie the game. Fred VanVleet's gonna try to get an open mid-range, and he does, and he knocks it down, and he is cooking right now. Bogdanovich is gonna come off a screen and knock down a 3 to give the Suns a 1-point lead. Fred VanVleet's gonna use the screen from Naz Reid, get another open mid-range, and he barely misses it. Trey Mann on the fast break. He's gonna drive by Markelle Fultz, put a bad shot up, and the Timberwolves have another chance. VanVleet's gonna give it down low to Ben Simmons on Trey Mann. He is gonna get double teamed. He's gonna give it to Markelle Fultz for the wide open mid-range, and he misses it, but Ben Simmons gets the rebound. They're gonna give it back to Freddie. He's going to try to drive, take a step back, and get wide open. That was such a nice play. And the Timberwolves were in this situation last time, but let's hope they can get a stop this time. Bradley Beal's going to give it down low to some random guy. Naz Reid's going to block him, and it looks like the Timberwolves should win this game. And the Timberwolves are finally going to get Anthony Edwards an upgrade. And now we really need a good upgrade on this board. Let's go with number 67. And he's going to get plus 10 to his shooting attributes. Not great. And that's going to move him from a 45 to a 47 overall. It was nice to see the Timberwolves get a win. Let's see if they can get 2 in a row. And the Timberwolves just made a crazy run in the last 2 minutes. They're down 2 with 14 seconds left. So they just need Booker to miss a free throw. His first one is good, and his second one is good as well. The Timberwolves kind of need a miracle here, but Naz Reid's going to get left wide open and knock down the 3. Bradley Beal knocked down both free throws. The Timberwolves need a 3 here. They got one last possession. Let's see if they can do it again. They're going to give it to Naz Reid for 3 again. And he's going to miss it this time. They were so close to winning 2 in a row, but Kevin Durant's going to get another upgrade. Let's go with number 55, and he gets plus 10 to all his finishing attributes. And that's only going to bump him up 1 from a 65 to a 66 overall. On to player progression. Anthony Edwards is not on the Timberwolves anymore, and Kevin Durant's not on the Suns either. Anthony Edwards signs a 2-way deal with the Celtics, and he's now up to a 51 overall, and KD's a free agent, so we're going to be spinning this wheel to see what team he goes to. Kind of crazy that Anthony Edwards gets signed and Kevin Durant doesn't, but KD's going to the Charlotte Hornets. And last year, the Celtics were the 4th seed, the Hornets were the 7th seed, so Anthony Edwards is finally on a better team than Kevin Durant, and now's his chance to get some upgrades. And Anthony Edwards is finally going to get an upgrade. We're going to go with number 73 on the board, and he's going to get plus 10 to his shooting attributes again. And that bumps him up 3 from a 51 to a 54. Game number 2 of the season series, the Celtics barely win, and for Anthony Edwards' upgrade, we're going to go with number 82 on the board and get plus 1 to all his defensive and rebounding badges. And that bumps him up 1 from a 54 to a 55. 55 overall. LaMelo just dropped 61 points to give Kevin Durant an upgrade. What just happened? We're gonna go with number 61 on the board and get plus 10 to dish to open man tendency. This is really good for Anthony Edwards that KD's getting a tendency upgrade. It'll help in the long run with finals MVP, but as of right now, Anthony Edwards just needs to catch up in overall. The Hornets are the 7th seed and the Celtics are the 9th seed, so they have a chance of matching up against each other in the play-in. Both teams won, but if the Hornets lost, they could have been playing the Celtics. On to player progression, the Hornets re-signed Kevin Durant. He's now a 72 overall from player progression, and Anthony Edwards is not on the Celtics anymore. He's a free agent, so we're gonna spin the wheel again and see what team he goes to. And he's gonna end up going back to the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards and KD play each other in the 3rd game of the season, and we have a 2-point game with about a minute left. LaMelo's gonna use the screen. He's gonna try to drive. He's gonna give it down to the center, and Gobert's gonna block him. This guy's gonna start to drive, take a bad shot, and there's no foul call. LaMelo's gonna give it over to Aaron Wiggins for 3. He's gonna miss, but the center's gonna get the putback. Markel's gonna be open for 3. And he misses the shot, and the Timberwolves are gonna lose the game. And I feel like every time we hop into a close game, Kevin Durant gets the upgrade. So we're gonna go with number 62, and he's gonna get plus 10 to all his physicals. And that's gonna keep him at a 72 overall. Last game of the season between these two teams, and the Hornets win this one pretty easily. We're gonna go with number 91 on the board and get Kevin Durant's tendency up again. This is looking so good for Anthony Edwards. He just needs a big splash on the board. Anthony Edwards is gone from the Timberwolves, and Kevin Durant's gone from the Hornets. KD signs a 3-year deal with the Pacers, and he's up to a 76 overall now, so he's finally gonna get minutes. And Anthony Edwards signs a 2-way deal with the Mavericks, and he's up to a 62 overall. Kevin Durant's the 10th man on the Pacers, and in his debut, he puts up 9 points in 13 minutes, shooting 4 for 5 from the field. He really just touched the court for the first time in 5 years. And in their first matchup with Kevin Durant actually playing, he puts up 8 points, but the Mavericks win by 21, and Anthony Edwards gets another upgrade. Let's go with number 21, because that's how much they won by, and he's going to get plus 10 to his shot tendency. Not great. But because his shot tendency is at 99 already, he's going to get a respin. We're going to just go with number 22, and he's going to get lowest rating to 99. That's such a good one. And his lowest rating is his intangibles, which should move him up a lot, and that moves him from a 62 all the way up to a 67. And the Pacers are trading for Aaron Wiggins, who's the same position as KD, but he's better than KD. But for some reason, they have KD starting over him. And KD hasn't started a game yet this season, but he's finally going to get his first start. And in his first start, he doesn't shoot great, but he puts up 15 points. The Mavericks are on a roll right now, and Anthony Edwards is going to get another upgrade. Let's go with number 46, and he's going to get 2 random ratings to 99. We just got lowest rating to 99. Now we got 2 random ones. So on the random number generator, we're going to get attribute number 12, which is going to put his shot IQ up to 99. And that moves him from a 67 to a 69. And for the second upgrade, we're going to get attribute number 1, which gets his driving layup up to a 99. And that's going to put him from a 69 to a 71. He's finally in the 70 overall club. And Kevin Durant's sitting at a 76. So the gap between them was 20 at one point, and now it's a 5 overall difference. Kevin Durant finishes his first year with averages of 11 points per game, 7 rebounds per game. The shooting splits were really bad, but they're only going to get better. The Mavericks are the 2nd seed, and the Pacers are the 5th seed. I highly doubt it, but let's see if they can meet in the finals. They both make it out of the first round, and they both get eliminated in the second round. On to player progression, KD jumps up to a 79 overall, and let's see if Anthony Edwards is still on the team. They don't re-sign him, even though he's in the 70 overall club now. And Anthony Edwards is somehow a free agent at a 74 overall, so we're going to spin the wheel again and see where he goes, and he goes to the Thunder. Finally, a game we can jump into. In their first matchup, the Thunder and Pacers are tied with 2 minutes to go. Shea knocks down both of his free throws, and now we got Kevin Durant bringing up the ball. He's gonna drive on J-Dub, and he's gonna draw the foul. It looks so weird seeing KD in a Pacers jersey. He barely makes the first free throw that looked like he was gonna brick, and it only had a 61% chance, but both of them somehow fall. They're gonna give it down low to Shea in the post. He's got Tyrese Halliburton on him. He's gonna take the shot, and he's gonna make it easily over Tyrese. They really got KD playing point guard. He's just bringing up the ball every time instead of Halliburton. KD's gonna try to drive again on J-Dub. It looks like J-Dub's clamping him, but KD gets the shot to fall. Shea's gonna pass it down low to Chet, but he's gonna get a turnover. They're gonna give the ball down to KD again, and he's gonna miss the shot this time. KD might sell his own upgrade. They're gonna give it down low to Shea in the post again. He's gonna take on Tyrese Halliburton and miss the open hook shot. It looks like he's getting clamped. He's gonna get doubled now. He's gonna give the ball to B-Pod. B-Pod's got Chet on him. He's gonna use the screen, pull the 3 over Chet, and somehow knock it down to give the Pacers a 3-point lead. The game is in Shea's hands here. He's gonna pull a 3 over Halliburton and somehow knock it down in his face. Here we go. We got 6 seconds left. The ball is in KD's hands. He's sizing up J-Dub. He's going to pull the 3, and he knocks it down with 2.5 seconds. The Thunder don't have a timeout. Shea's gonna chuck the full court shot, and he misses it. And Kevin Durant gets himself the upgrade. Can't even be mad at that. Kevin Durant had 11 points, and 9 of them came in the fourth quarter. For Kevin Durant's upgrade, we're gonna go with number 9, and that's gonna be random rating to 99, and his random rating is gonna be attribute number 20, and that's gonna put his interior defense up to 99. It is a 75 already, so that's not great, but it is gonna move him from a 79 up into the 80 overall club. I thought the Thunder had the game in the bag last time, and this time we have a close game. And going into the fourth quarter, the Thunder are up by 1 with 1:44 to go. They're going to inbound the ball to Hallie. He's going to use the screen from KD. He's going to pull the 3. And he knocks it down to give the Pacers a 2-point lead. Shea's going to use the screen from Chet. He's going to drive on KD, take the shot, and get the and 1 over Kevin Durant. And Shea shoots the free throw to go up 1, and he knocks it down. He's trying to get an open layup over Shea. He's going to end up taking a bad shot, but he does get it to fall. He's trying to get a shot in the paint. He's going to give it to J-Dub from the top of the key, and he knocks it down. I don't know how that was an open shot. And Shea's locking him up. He's going to give it down to Clint Capella over Chet, and he misses it. And now the Thunder have a 2-point lead with the chance to add on some more points. And Shea goes backcourt. What just happened? That might have just sold Anthony Edwards out of an upgrade. Oh my gosh, he doesn't get the steal. Mathurin ties the game up. Last time the clock was running down, the ball was in Kevin Durant's hands. Now it's in Shea's hands. He has the chance to bring it home for the Thunder. He's going to use the screen from Chet. He's going to give it to Chet for the pick and pop. And Chet knocks it down to win the game and give Anthony Edwards an upgrade. These last 2 games have been crazy. And from the upgrade board, we're going to go with number 13 for Anthony Edwards, and he's going to get +1 to all his playmaking badges. And that somehow keeps him at a 75 overall. And even though he is a 75, he's still in the G League. And Anthony Edwards gets a ring, but he hasn't even played yet, so he's not the finals MVP. KD's up to an 83 overall from player progression, and Anthony Edwards is somehow a free agent at a 79 overall. So we're going to spin the wheel again, and he's going to go to the Hornets, one of KD's old teams. And Anthony Edwards is finally going to get playing time. He's the 7th man on the roster, and in his first game, he shoots 70% and puts up 19 points in 20 minutes. And in just his second NBA game, he's going to be going up against Kevin Durant. And the Hornets blow out the Pacers, and Anthony Edwards had another great game, 21 points in 21 minutes, shooting 80% from the field. So for Anthony Edwards' upgrade, we're going to go with number 20, and he gets +20 to all his shooting attributes. And that moves him from a 79 all the way up to an 82, and now he's within 1 overall of Kevin Durant. Anthony Edwards has been going crazy for the Hornets. He doesn't play a lot of minutes, but he always shoots really good, and he's been the reason for himself getting a lot of upgrades. So now we're going to go to number 42 on the board, and he gets +10 to his intangibles, but when we got lowest rating to 99, we put that to 99, so he's going to get a respin. We're just going to go with 43. And he gets +1 to all his playmaking badges again. When we put all his badges to bronze, it didn't do anything at all. His overall stayed the same. But now that all his playmaking badges are silver, he's an 83 overall now, and he's officially tied with Kevin Durant. I saw Edwards here, and I thought Anthony Edwards just got traded. And Anthony Edwards did just get traded to the Raptors for Trey Murphy. So right now, Anthony Edwards is averaging 16 points, shooting 51% from the field. And he hasn't started a single game, but now he's the Raptors starting point guard. And in Anthony Edwards' first matchup against Kevin Durant as a Raptor, KD drops 21 on really good shooting splits, and the Pacers get the W. So now Kevin Durant gets what feels like his first upgrade in a while. We're going to go with number 97 on the board, and he gets a random rating to 99. If he gets an attribute that's still low, this could be good. This would have been better towards the beginning of the video, but he's going to get attribute number 10, and that's going to get his post control to 99. And that keeps him at an 84 overall, so that upgrade wasn't great. And Anthony Edwards wins Rookie of the Year, averaging 19 points. Kevin Durant signs a 4-year deal to stay with the Pacers, and he's up to an 87 overall, and it looks like Anthony Edwards signed with a new team. And Anthony Edwards signs a 4-year deal with the Kings. 2K just glitched out on me and went past this game, but Tyrese Halliburton dropped 30 points and 13 assists to give Kevin Durant another upgrade. We're going to go with number 71 on the board, and Kevin Durant's going to get +10 to his defense and rebounding attributes. And that's going to bump him up from an 87 to an 89 overall. And now it looks like it's going to be Anthony Edwards getting an upgrade. The Kings ran away with this game in the 4th, and we're going to take number 16 on the board, and it's going to be +1 to Anthony Edwards playmaking badges for the 3rd time, and that's going to move him from an 85 to an 86. Player progression keeps Anthony Edwards at an 86 overall. That's weird that he didn't move, and Kevin Durant joins the 90 overall club. Tyrese Halliburton's too good. He drops 39 points, and KD drops 25 to get the Pacers the W. We're going to pick number 39 on the board and get +1 to all of Kevin Durant's defense and rebounding badges, and that moves him from a 90 to a 91 overall. This Pacers duo is too good. Let's go with number 24 on the board, and Kevin Durant's going to get +10 to his touch tendency. I think it's 99. and it is already 99, so he's gonna get something else on the board. Let's go with number 23, and he gets a random rating to 99. And on the random number generator, we're gonna get number 1, and that's gonna move his driving layup from a 78 to a 99, which moves him up to a 92 overall. Tyrese Halliburton wins MVP, and Kevin Durant makes his first All-NBA team, averaging 22 points and 12 rebounds, and they both led the Pacers to the 1 seed and tied for the best record in the league. And the Pacers just came back from down 0-3 to make the NBA Finals. They're going up against a Jazz team with Jason Tatum. They were just up 3-0. They let the series go to 3-2, but then they win in 6 games, and Kevin Durant wins the Finals MVP over Tyrese Halliburton. KD averaged 24 points and 14 boards, and Tyrese Halliburton averaged 28 points and 10 assists. I'm very surprised Kevin Durant won. So now all he needs to do is hit 99 overall before Anthony Edwards hits 99 overall and wins a Finals MVP. Player progression sees Kevin Durant jump up to a 94 overall, and Anthony Edwards jumps up to an 88, so he has a lot of ground to cover right now. I just realized Anthony Edwards is finally the best player on his team. We have a tie game with about 2.5 minutes to go. Tyrese is going to go ahead and use the screen, pull the mid-range. That was a terrible shot, and it doesn't fall. Anthony Edwards is going to get the ball. He doesn't have Kevin Durant on him because of the fast break. He's going to pass it up to Gray for 3, and he knocks it down, and the Kings have a 3-point lead. Tyrese Halliburton's going to give the ball over to KD. I don't know why Anthony Edwards wasn't guarding him, but he's going to knock down the wide open 3. They're going to give it to Anthony Edwards with Kevin Durant on him. Kevin Durant is clamping him. He's going to use the screen. Kevin Durant gets caught, but they do end up switching. And Anthony Edwards is going to take an, oh my, up and under layup. That was so nice. Halliburton's going to drive. It looked like he had an open layup, but he pulls the mid-range and still gets it to fall to tie the game. KD's playing good defense on Anthony Edwards again. He's going to try to drive, take a step back, take a terrible shot, and KD blocks it. But the Kings get the rebound, and Kevin Durant fouls out. They're going to give it to Tyrese Halliburton in the corner, and he misses the corner 3. Anthony Edwards has a wide open 3, and he misses it. I don't know why Max Christie left him so open in the beginning. He took forever to pull it, but if he pulled before, he could have made it. Tyrese Halliburton's going to use the screen. He's going to drive, take a terrible shot, and the Kings get the rebound. Gray ended up making both of his free throws. Now the Pacers need a miracle win. They're going to give it into Tyrese Halliburton. He pulls a deep 3, and he misses it, and Anthony Edwards is going to get another upgrade. For Anthony Edwards' upgrade, we're going to go with number 2 on the board and get plus 20 to all his playmaking attributes. And that moves him from an 88 to being in the 90 overall club. And in another game against these two teams, the Pacers are up 1 with a minute and a half, so we're going to hop in. Gray's going to try to get a layup. I don't know why he took that. Luckily, Filipowski got the rebound, and he pulls a contested mid-range but gets it to fall. Anthony Edwards is in the game, but I have no idea why Tyrese Halliburton or KD aren't in the game. It looked like the Pacers had an open 3. They're going to get a shot in the paint, and this guy's going to dunk it down to give the Pacers a 1-point lead. Anthony Edwards is going to use the screen from Kyle Filipowski, get an open 3, and miss it. That 3 would have been huge. It looks like the Pacers have all bigs in the game right now. Thompson's going to pull the mid-range and give the Pacers a 3-point lead. Anthony Edwards is trying to get an open look. He has nothing. He's going to pull the 3, and he knocks it down to tie the game. That was such a bad shot. Anthony Edwards plays bad defense, leaves Vanderbilt open, but he misses the 3, and the Pacers still haven't called a timeout to put their stars back in. The game is in Anthony Edwards' hands. He's going to use the screen, drive, pull the mid-range. He misses, and the Kings don't get the rebound. The Pacers finally called the timeout, and now we got Halliburton and KD back on the floor. I feel like one of them's going to hit a buzzer beater here. Halliburton has 6 seconds left. He's going to use the screen. The screen isn't good. He's going to end up having to take a contested layup, and we're going into overtime. With 1 minute and 10 seconds left in overtime, the Pacers are up 1, and they have the ball, so the Kings need to stop here badly. Halliburton's going to use the screen from DeAndre Ayton, give it to Ayton on the roll. That play didn't really work. They're giving it to Ayton on the 3 now. Oh my gosh, they just left this guy wide open for 3, and he knocks it down to give the Pacers a 4-point lead. I have no idea what kind of defense was being played there, but if anybody can lead this team to a W, it's Anthony Edwards, who gets a wide open 3, and now the Kings are only down 1. They just need to stop here if they want to win. Halliburton's going to throw the lob to Ayton. That was such an easy play for the Pacers. Anthony Edwards is coming off the same screen. Kevin Durant doesn't get caught on it this time, but he leaves Anthony Edwards with enough space, and he knocks down the 54% contested shot. Halliburton's going to chew out the clock with a 1-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. He's going to use the screen from DeAndre Ayton, pull the 3, and he misses, and DeAndre Ayton doesn't get the board. The Kings have a chance with 1.8 on the clock. Let's see if they're going to try to get it into Anthony Edwards. They don't. They're going to pull a limitless 3, and they miss it, and we're going into double overtime. Now in double OT with about 2 minutes to go, the Pacers are up 2. DeAndre Ayton's on the 3-point line for some reason. Tyrese Halliburton's going to take a terrible shot. I don't know what he's doing. The Kings are going to run on the break and throw the lob to tie the game up with 1.5 minutes to go. Tyrese Halliburton's going to try to drive. It doesn't look like he has a lane, but he has 10 open for 3, and this guy is a sharpshooter. He's hit 2 important threes this game already. I don't know why Anthony Edwards is sitting in the corner right now. They're gonna run a pick and pop. He doesn't pass it. I don't know why. And now they're just passing the ball without reason, and Anthony Edwards has enough space. KD slacked off, and we have a tie game with a minute to go. Halliburton's gonna try to drive. It looked like Anthony Edwards could have gotten a steal, but he double teams and leaves Kevin Durant wide open for the mid-range. He's gonna use the screen. Kevin Durant goes around the screen. Kevin Durant is clamping him up right now. He's gonna have to take a tough shot, and he makes it somehow to tie it up with 30 seconds. Tyrese Halliburton's gonna run to the mid-range. It looked like he had an open shot. They keep swinging it. They have an open 3 again, and Chen misses this time, and it's out on DeAndre Ayton. The Kings have 10 seconds on the clock. Anthony Edwards is still sitting in the corner. I guess they trust this Pollard guy. He's gonna use the screen with 4 seconds, pull the mid-range. He misses it. Filipowski with the board. He puts it up. What just happened? It looked like the ball went in. Was that in time though? Let's see on the replay. He comes down with the board. He goes up, and that goes off in time. The ball went in though, right? It was in time. And yeah, the ball went in, so the Kings are gonna win. Wow, Tyrese Halliburton dropped 42 and KD dropped 35 to lose. So now Anthony Edwards is gonna get another upgrade here. We're gonna go with number 60, and he gets plus 10 to his touch tendency. I think that's 99. Yeah, that's already at 99, so he gets another pick from the board. We're gonna go with number 47, and he gets plus 1 to all his defense and rebounding badges. And unfortunately, that's gonna keep him at a 90 overall. And this doesn't even matter, but Kevin Durant wins a regular season MVP, averaging 25 points and 14 boards. And he could have won his second finals MVP, but they lose to the Thunder. Onto player progression, Kevin Durant moves up to a 96, so he's finally the best player on his team, and Anthony Edwards is a 92, so in order for him to win, he has to win a finals MVP this season and get really good upgrades to hit 99 before Kevin Durant does. Here we go. This is the first time KD and Anthony Edwards play each other as the best player on their team, and the Pacers run away with the game late in the 4th quarter, as Halliburton drops 44 and KD drops 25. So for KD's next upgrade, we're gonna go with number 57, and he's gonna get plus 10 to all his playmaking attributes. And that's somehow still gonna keep him at a 96 overall. And in the next game between the two, KD drops 32 as the Pacers absolutely run away with the game. And with KD's next upgrade, we're gonna go with number 31 on the board, and he gets plus 1 to all his defense and rebounding badges. And that's what's gonna move KD up to a 97. He's 2 overall away from winning. KD wins Defensive Player of the Year now, and Anthony Edwards still doesn't make an All-NBA team somehow. But the Pacers and Kings are both the 1 seed, so if they both make the finals and the Kings dominate the Pacers so that Kevin Durant doesn't get a lot of upgrades, Anthony Edwards can win this challenge. Both teams just made it out of a Game 7 in the 2nd round, and they're going to be matching up against each other in the finals. This is perfect. This is not a good start from the Kings, as the Pacers easily win Game 1. For KD's first upgrade of the series, we're going to go with number 18, and he's going to get plus 20 to his defense and rebounding attributes. And this is really good for Anthony Edwards. Pretty much all of KD's defense and rebounding attributes were either at 97 or 99, so now we're just putting the lateral quickness up to 84, and that keeps him at a 97 overall. And game number 2 is going to be the same result, as KD drops 38 to lead the Pacers to the win. So because of that, we're going to take number 38 on the board and get plus 1 to all of his shooting badges, and that's going to bring KD to a 98 overall. He's so close to winning it all. The Kings are finally putting up a fight. We have a 3-point game with about a minute to go. Tyrese Halliburton's going to come off the screen. He's going to pull the 3 over Anthony Edwards, and he barely misses. The Pacers get the rebound and make an and 1 on 2 people. And the free throw was good, so now the Kings are down by 6, and Anthony Edwards really needs to do something if he wants to win this challenge. Their point guard's gonna pull a mid-range, and thank goodness it went in, because Anthony Edwards was open for 3. Dyson Daniels makes both free throws, and the Kings are down 6, so Anthony Edwards really needs to do something. They're gonna give him the ball for 3, and he knocks it down in Kevin Durant's face. They need a steal here, and they almost get the steal. I don't know how Denny Avdia let that pass go through. What is that free throw? What am I looking at? He missed the second free throw, but no way this is how Kevin Durant's gonna win, off a one-handed underhand free throw. Anthony Edwards has Dyson Daniels on him. He's gonna pass the ball. Oh, and this guy misses a 3. And it looks like the Pacers are going to win. And Anthony Edwards makes the full court shot, but the Kings still lose by 1. So now up 3-0, Kevin Durant gets another upgrade. We're going to go with number 3 on the board. He's going to get plus 10 to his defense and rebounding attributes. The only thing is all of his defense and rebounding attributes are 99, except for his lateral quickness. So if we put that up to 94, he's going to stay at a 98 overall. And if Anthony Edwards wants a chance, they're going to have to win 4 games in a row and be the first team to come back down 3-0. And in game 4, the Kings run away with the game late in the 4th quarter. Kevin Durant and Halliburton only combined for 40, and Anthony Edwards dropped 44. This is what he needs to do to win the challenge. For Anthony Edwards' upgrade, we're going to go with number 54 on the board. His intangibles is already 99, so we're going to go with something else. and he's gonna get plus 10 to all his finishing attributes. And unfortunately for him, that's gonna keep him at a 92 overall. And in game 5, the Kings absolutely blow out the Pacers. Anthony Edwards drops 27, and KD has a really bad shooting night. So now Anthony Edwards gets another upgrade. We're gonna go with number 8 on the board. He's gonna get plus 10 to all his playmaking attributes, and that's gonna move him up from a 92 to a 93 overall. Game 6, let's see if Anthony Edwards can do it again. And with 2 minutes left, the Kings are up 3. Anthony Edwards might actually come back down 3-0. The Kings have the ball. Pollard's gonna use the screen, pull the contested 3, and it doesn't fall. The Pacers haven't done anything this possession. They have 5 on the shot clock. Tyrese had the layup, but he's gonna take the contested mid-range and still knock it down. Anthony Edwards is open for 3. I don't know how he got so open. He's gonna knock down the 3 and give the Kings a 4-point lead. And even after the 3, they don't put Kevin Durant in the game, and that's because he fouled out. Tyrese Halliburton's gonna use the screen. He's gonna drive. He's gonna pull the shot, and he misses it. Then he's gonna drive, he's gonna get stripped, and now the Pacers are on the break, and they're gonna get an easy layup to put the game within 2 points. Halliburton's clamping him right now. It looks like he's gonna have to take the shot, and he somehow gets it to fall. Halliburton has the game in his hands right now. He's gonna give it to Thompson for 3. He misses, and the Kings just tied the series up at 3 after being down 3-0. Here we go for Anthony Edwards' next upgrade. We're gonna go with number 66, and he gets plus 10 to all his playmaking attributes. And because most of them are already at 99, that's gonna keep him at a 93 overall. Now he just needs to complete the 3-0 comeback, get his finals MVP, and that gives him 3 upgrades on the board, 1 for winning game 7, 2 for winning the series, and he needs to get really good upgrades because KD's still sitting at a 98. Game 7, here we go. And with time winding down, the Kings are gonna do it. They complete the first 3-0 comeback in NBA history, and the finals MVP goes to Anthony Edwards. He's about to get 3 upgrades, and he could win the challenge at the last second. He averaged 29 points in the finals. Now he gets his 3 upgrades, and to start, we're gonna go with number 79 on the board. He gets plus 10 to his 3-point tendency, and luckily for him, that's at a 99, so he gets a respin. We're gonna go with number 80. He gets plus 10 to all his physicals. That's gonna bump him up to a 94 overall. And then for his 2 upgrades for winning the series, we're gonna go with number 65. He gets plus 10 to physicals again. That moves him up to a 95. And for his last upgrade, we're gonna go with number 95. He gets a random rating to 99. So on the random number generator, we get number 16, which is his pass accuracy, which is already a 99. So now we're gonna get number 4, which is his close shot, which is a 99. So we're getting number 33, which is his vertical. It's a 58. If we put it up to a 99, he stays at a 95 overall. From player progression, Anthony Edwards is a 97 overall, and Kevin Durant's on a new team, so let's go see if he's a 99. And Kevin Durant's on the Knicks, but he's still a 98 overall. Anthony Edwards is right behind him at a 97. I thought this would have been over. First game between the Kings and the Knicks, and the Kings make a very late 4th quarter comeback, and with 15 seconds, they're only down 1. The Kings needed to foul. Ryder's gonna shoot his first free throw. He makes it. And now the Kings need a 3 to tie to give Anthony Edwards a chance at winning this challenge. They're gonna inbound the ball to Anthony Edwards. He's gonna pull the limitless 3, and he misses it. Oh no, Kevin Durant might have just won. We're gonna go with number 51 on the board. He's gonna get plus 10 to his offensive consistency, and it's at a 96, so moving it up to a 99 doesn't do anything. And in another game between these two teams, the Kings went crazy in the 3rd quarter. Anthony Edwards had a 44-point triple-double, and now he gets another upgrade. We're gonna go with number 89 on the board. He's gonna get plus 1 to all his playmaking badges again, and that moves him up to a 98, so him and Kevin Durant are tied. They both have their finals MVPs, and now there's just 1 overall left for both of them. The Kings and Knicks are both the 2 seeds, and they both make it to the finals again, and they're both still 98 overall. And there might not even be a winner of this finals, because if somebody gets a good upgrade, they could hit 99 overall after game 1. And in game 1, the Knicks are gonna smoke the Kings, and it wasn't even Kevin Durant. This guy dropped 46 points. He wears number 36, so in honor of him, we're gonna go with number 36. KD gets plus 20 to all his playmaking attributes, and I think that's gonna do it. His pass accuracy is at a 69. If we put it to 89, he's still a 98 overall. Then if we put pass IQ up 20, which would max it, he's still a 98 somehow. If we max pass vision from 79 to 99, he's still a 98. We still have ball handle and speed with ball to upgrade. I think that should put him at a 99. So we're going to go ahead and put up the ball handle first to 97. He has 79 speed with ball. If we put that up by 20, that's maxed at a 99. Let's see if that moves him to 99 overall, and it somehow doesn't. I really thought Kevin Durant just won off this, but Anthony Edwards still has a chance. So the Kings really need to go ahead and win game 2, and that's exactly what they're going to do. This one wasn't even close, and just like game 1 for KD, Anthony Edwards got carried. He had a triple-double, but he shot 5 for 17, and Pollard dropped 42 points. Pollard wears number 20. We have picked number 20, so we're going to go number 17 because that's how many shots he made in the game, and Anthony Edwards gets a tendency upgrade, and that's going to move his dish to open man tendency from a 30 to 50. So now we're going into game 3. This is literally anyone's game. Anyone can win this challenge. It looks like the Kings are blowing out the Knicks, and the Knicks come back to be up 2 with a minute 50 to go. They're going to run a pick and roll. It wasn't a really good one. He's going to pull the mid-range and somehow gets it to drop. It looks like Anthony Edwards has to put the team on his back here. He's going to give the ball to Pope. He doesn't shoot the 3. I guess he can't shoot 3s, but Pollard's going to take the 3, and he's going to knock it down over the Knicks point guard. Patrick Williams gives the ball up. The Knicks have a wide open 3, and they miss it. Pollard's going to use the screen from Filipowski, get a wide open 3, and knock it down to give the Kings a 2-point lead. Kevin Durant's going to give the ball up to Keller. He pulls the limitless 3. I don't know why he pulled that. That was not a good shot. Kings are on the fast break again. They're going to give the ball to Pollard, who has KD on him. He's going to try to drive, take a step back, and he misses it, but Filipowski gets the putback. Ryder's going to use the screen. They need to put the ball in KD's hands. He's going to pull the 3 over Anthony Edwards, and he knocks it down, and the Knicks are only down 1 now. And Anthony Edwards is going to be the one sent to the line. He makes his first free throw. His second free throw's up, and he makes it as well. Now the Kings just need to play defense and don't let the Knicks get a 3. The Knicks have 4 on the shot clock. KD's going to get a pretty open 3, but he misses it, and the Kings are going to win. We're going to go with number 78, and Anthony Edwards gets plus 10 to his offensive consistency, and that's at an 89, so we're going to move it to a 99, and he stays at a 98 overall. Game number 4, the Kings start putting up a fight in the 4th quarter, and now it's a 1-point game with about 2 minutes to go. Anthony Edwards is trying to get an open shot. He gets an open 3 and puts the Kings up by 2. KD's going to come off the screen. Ryder's also going to come off the screen, pull a 3, but he doesn't hit it. Jabari Smith has the ball in the post. He gives it to Anthony Edwards with about 7 seconds left on the shot clock. He's trying to get past KD here, and Jabari Smith sets a good screen, but Anthony Edwards can't hit the shot. Keller's gonna drive on Pollard, and he gets fouled. Pollard fouls out, so now Anthony Edwards needs to carry this team. The first free throw's up, and it's good, and Keller's second free throw's up, and he misses it. That was such a big free throw because the game could have been tied. Kyle Filipowski gets a turnover. Oh my gosh, Kevin Durant was in the lane. I don't know why he threw that. And James Wiseman gets a wide open fast break dunk. And now the Kings are down by 1. Anthony Edwards is going to use the screen, pull the wide open 3, and he knocks it down, and the Kings have a 2-point lead. We got KD bringing up the ball. He's trying to get past Anthony Edwards. He passes to Keller. He was open, but he pulls the contested shot. And the Knicks are up 1 with 30 seconds to go. And he might have just won Kevin Durant the challenge. Anthony Edwards has the ball in the mid-range. He's going to drive. He kind of gets a lane, but the paint is contested. Filipowski gets an open mid-range and gives the Kings a 1-point lead. Kevin Durant's going to dribble out the clock. He has Anthony Edwards on him. He's going to get clamped up, steps back, passes to Ryder. He's going to have to pull a contested 3, and he knocks it down. The Knicks win. The Knicks just won. I thought Kevin Durant should have kept dribbling. It looked like he was open, but Ryder knocks down the contested 3 over Jabari Smith. Ryder's averaging 12 points in the playoffs, so we're going to go with number 12 for him. And Kevin Durant gets plus 20 to his offensive consistency. But it's already maxed, so we're going to pick again. He's averaging 12 in the playoffs, but he averaged 14 in the regular season. So for 14, Kevin Durant gets plus 1 to all his finishing badges. The finishing badges all got an upgrade. And now for the moment of truth, Kevin Durant is a 99 overall. He's going to barely win the challenge, and he beats Anthony Edwards by 1 overall.